Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Gerald Reddick, your favorite thousandaire because I'm not a millionaire yet, and man, it feels good to say that every time. There's nothing like setting a goal and seeing that thing come to pass one step at a time. And I'm going to show you guys one of the tools that I use in my business to get me there. Now, I use a lot of different financial strategies, right? But in business, I'm here to share with you today on how to set up a business income sheet. How do you like my mug? So let's get into it, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and of course turn on the notifications so you don't miss any cool videos. All right, so today I want to share with you that I use 3 basic spreadsheets to manage both my personal and business finances. First, I use a budget sheet, right? Now, this video is already on YouTube on Your Favorite Thousandaire, so make sure you check that out. Leave some comments, leave a thumbs up and stuff like that, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you will. The next sheet I use, which is in the business world of mine, is an income sheet. So today we're going to talk about how to set that up. And of course, later on, as a follow-up to this video, we're also going to discuss how to set up a business expense sheet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the mix. You are now looking at a blank business income sheet. This is the actual sheet that I use, and I'm going to show you guys how I use it. In the top column here, we have the date, the client, event, a $sign. We're going to talk about that. I have an amount, miles, remarks, and assigned. And basically down this column, obviously that's the date format. So we got 12 months. So for me, I like to color code things like this, so it helps me quickly identify the separators in the different months. So there they go. For the sake of entries here, I'm gonna just show you guys some basic operations about the sheet first, and then we're gonna switch over to an actual example. Let me delete this first. Number 1, this is my start fresh spreadsheet, and at the end of every year, what I'm going to do is basically use this as a template to copy for the next year. So at the end of 2020, I'm going to hit this down arrow here and say duplicate, and bam, just like that, I got another sheet. We're going to name it 2021, and then we're going to go into the header column up there and name it also 2021. See how that works? In January especially, there's always way more entries than that because I participate in bridal shows, people book on the spots, and throughout that month, I'm getting lots of reservation fees between there and February. So to add more columns to the mix, I just simply pick any column here, like we'll just pick number 6 and add a row below. See what just happened there? And then of course, this little error came up here because this cell is now affected by a formula. So just add a 0, whatever, right? Another way to do stuff like this is I'm going to see this little yellow dot here. I'm going to just highlight it there and grab it and drag it down and do like a autofill from there. Boom, just like that, right? So that's one way. Another thing I want to bring to your attention is if I type in we're going to call him Mr. John Will. Let's say Mr. John Will paid me a reservation fee, and then the wedding is say like down here in March 4th. So check this out. You highlight March 3rd here, drag it down, boom. See how that populates automatically because the program is recognizing that's been typed in somewhere in that column already. So I'm just going to click on it, boom. And Mr. John Will's getting married, right? And of course, we start putting in the amounts and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to give you that. So next time somebody has a wedding and I type it in here, see how it populates? What if we did a reception only? Wedding reception, right? So let's say later down in May, somebody else booking, they're having a wedding. So now I got a choice, wedding or wedding reception, right? Boom. See how that works? So this is a pretty cool way to, get information and whatever. So I'm going to delete this for now because we don't need it. I just want to give you guys some basic things on how to add rows. How to add columns is the same way as how to add rows. You just go up here, hit the little arrow, and add a row, column after, excuse me, just like that, and name it what you want. We have some made up names. We have some event entries, some amounts. We got some check boxes, mileage, all kind of cool stuff in here, and I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. So let's start here with Mr. Jimmy Clue. So Mr. Jimmy Clue decided, hey, G5 is the business for us in 2019. So he contacted us. We did a contract together, and Mr. Clue says, hey, can you meet me on January 1st and I'm going to give you guys a check. And sure, so I decided to meet, and we met in Round Rock, 47 miles driving, and they gave me a check. I met his lovely bride to be. We had a discussion, maybe a coffee, and then parted ways. His wedding is actually on the 3rd of March here, so we put that entry down here, wedding, right, on 3 March. And he's having a Platinum Plus package. So if I scroll over here, I've added some new stuff in here, which is basically all of the DJ packages, military contract package, and some add-ons that we typically do add on to packages a lot because, you know, events are dynamic. So maybe extra mics, dancing in the cloud, sparks, gobos, mirror ball, light shows only, and live sound only, etc. Right? So this is new for this year. I added that because this way it gives me a lot of data. I can look at this at the end of the year and say, wow, you know, the Platinum Plus package is the most popular packages, and I can sort this spreadsheet by event type, assign DJs, and just gather information. I can know DJ 2 did 3 weddings and DJ 5 did 17 weddings and Gerald did 6 weddings, right? For example. And then we can go in here and says, how many weddings did I do? How many corporate events or school dances did I do? So it gives me a lot of data. The other thing I want to talk about with this particular spreadsheet as we move along the topic blocks up here is the amount. So next to it, there's a $ here. And basically what I do there, if the amount is satisfied, meaning if Mr. Clue emailed me a contract, then obviously it's going to be booked. And now I'm waiting for a check in the mail instead of meeting Mr. Clue, right? So he says, hey man, here's your contract in the email, and I mailed you a check, so it'll be there in a few days or whatever. Once I go to the mailbox and get that check, cash it, then I come back in and simply check this block right here so the amount is satisfied. Now, of course, up here again, I don't need to put any checks in here because that's just a payment and there's no event happening. But anywhere there is an event, like a wedding or a school dance, an ISD Austin, a birthday party, then that gets checked according to whatever DJ package that person wanted. Okay, like that, for example. All right, so that's how that works. Now, the important thing is down on the bottom. So when I do my taxes, this is one of the sheets I bring with me of the 3, my personal budget, the income sheet, and the expense sheet, because it captures total mileage, right? So if I click in this block, you can see a couple of things happening. One, all of this is highlighted, and also G4 through G77 is being summed like it shows here. Basically, all of these columns are being added together and gives me a total amount of mileage at the bottom, right? So 1,207 miles. Now I'm gonna, just for GP, I'm gonna put some miles here, down here, and you can see it change in real time. So let's add 5 miles here. You see the total change. We're gonna have 4 miles here, 2 miles here, and 78 miles here, for example. So that's how it works. And of course, the same thing happens here in the total income cell right there. So I'm gonna double click in there and let you see that it is summing cell E4 through cell E77, and this entire column is highlighted as such. So I'm adding from this top column up here in column E all the way down to the bottom of column E at 77, right? So E4 through E77. And likewise, we're going to put in, say, another $100, 100 right here. And you can see it changed down at the bottom right there. So let's put another amount like 500. And let's say we do one last banger for the year. And that thing was $2,000 because they wanted to do it big like that. Boom, right? And that's how it works. So what else does an income sheet tell me besides how many events I'm doing, what types of packages, how many DJs are doing how many events for me and stuff like that? Well, I can also look at this and say, so far, you know, I'm taking events, and I've been taking events and getting paid pretty much till about June. Then there was this gap. But anyway, I could look at this and make a projection. Just me looking at this and understanding how my business model works, I can say, you know what? Being that it's only April and we made $23,000 so far, we're probably going to make 4 times that much this year. And here's why and how, right? Because I look at last year's data and I've adjusted my marketing towards this year. And I do the same thing every year. I look and see where can I improve, where can I adjust, and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the gist of how this income sheet works. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments below, because I'm curious to see what tools are you using out there to track your income in your business. Now, before we close out this video, I have my phone here, and right next to the JMac app, plug for JMac, right? $75. All right, man. So I have this YouTube app right here. I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and I'm going to go to Your Favorite Thousandaire just really briefly. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I really need to show you guys this because I think it's pretty cool. So here are a few videos that I have up at the time, and what I'm trying to do is put out videos that I think are most relevant right now. So the few videos I have up is basically at the bottom is an introduction video to tell you what the channel is all about, so you can go check that out. It's very short, a few minutes, maybe less. The next video is 9 ways to recession proof. The next video is Are You Prepared? Now in that video I'm talking about personal affairs, right? Because people are passing away left and right, and regardless of how people pass away, you really got to ask yourself, you know, what are you leaving behind for your family? Is there any wealth built up? Is there things you need them to take care of? So that's a great video to watch, and I try to make it fun, so it's not all gloom and doom, I promise. And then of course there's how to set up a budget. That is very basic financial principles. You can check that out. And then the latest one I did before this one was 7 ways to save on insurance. Now make sure you check that one out because I just renewed it, and I wanted to share something real quick with you about that, right? So in that particular video, 7 ways to save, I actually now have the check from Safeco there. Well, that's blurred out, but it's from Safeco, and it is a check. So we're gonna open this thing up, right? Check it out. And when you guys watch the video and listen to the message that was left for me, you'll see the amount that Heather said I was going to get back. And this check is for $34. Boom. Yes, it's just the one check. So this is a refund back from the homeowner's amount for $34. So that means we're going to get another check back for, like, I think she said $91.
There is going to be a $34 credit coming back on the homeowners and a $91 credit coming back on your autos.
So I'm excited about that, right? And that's why I decided to make videos like these, because I like to share and I like to take you guys on a journey and show you how I'm building wealth according to what I know and what I do. So there you have it. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Definitely hope you got something out of it. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and of course turn on the notifications so you don't miss any cool videos. Don't forget to share them. I know you know somebody who could use this information, even if you don't per se need it, right? But it's good stuff to pass around, because let's face it, we could all use financial literacy and financial training, how we can get it, when we can get it. And so why not take it from Your Favorite Thousandaire? Because I'm just like you. I'm on a quest to be a millionaire, and I want you to come on this journey with me so we can all be millionaires. I'm Gerald Reddick, Your Favorite Thousandaire, because I'm not a millionaire yet. Let's go on a journey. Let's get rich together.